Oh boy. So I go to McDonald's for one time today here, and ordered a mocha frappe, and lady before me ordered a whole bunch of food, and I don't know what happened, but she ended up waiting for a minute and then driving right through. So I don't know what happened there. And then I just ordered my drink. That was it. But I get to the window, and the girl has chocolate syrup all over the cup. So my hands, both hands, I put it one hand and then the other hand like a bonehead. So both my hands had syrup, chocolate syrup on them. I asked her for a napkin. She hands me one. And then I had to sit there and wait with the engine running because she hasn't given me a straw. She's like bending over in front of me, all kinds of stuff, and two other people standing around. She just kind of looks at me, and then she decides to open the window, and I said, "Hi, I need a straw, please." "Oh, we don't have any." And I said, "Well, I mean, why didn't the person at the window tell me if I was going to order a beverage that you were out of straws?" Well, I wasn't on the window. Okay. One, this thing is like an ice cream sundae with the whipped cream and all that. And it has a deep top to it, which you would not want to pour it sideways and drink out of that little tiny hole with that dome top, because it would be all over you. And it's got the dome top because it's higher than the cup a little bit. They didn't make a very good one. But it's like I can't drink and drive. Like, oh boy. And in fact, the guy that's on the windows knew and asked me 4 times what I wanted. So I was looking at rentals just a little bit ago for this area, and they had some houses, but they were all like 1,500 and up. And on average 2,000 to 3,000. I'm like, no. So I went and looked at Tampa, and they're like 900 and up still. There's not as many for the 900 price on houses like they've had before. But some nice listings though. I don't know, I'd have to check with my friends because they know the area better than I do. There was a couple down in Brandon, and I don't know if that's a very good place. But anyway, I have some good friends from Tampa area that know the area real well. But anyway, so I didn't close any deal on office space yet today, but I don't know. Probably, I don't know if it'll even happen tomorrow. It might be the next day. I'm not sure, but maybe that's like a fair warning because there might be something better coming. I don't know. I'm going to try again and check with a bulb and see if I can get a better deal on the storefront than they offered me a year ago. I would just really prefer to get a place to live first, and then, you know, if I wanted to open a storefront. But I mean, I really do need a couple stores with all my retail stock, but I don't know. this online stuff, it won't hurt me to do it in my home. So, but a good friend of mine was telling me she found a house for $250 for a 3-bedroom, and I'm like, oh. And she seems to know the person and everything, and then found a trailer house for around $600. The only problem is I just don't like that area. I really don't. It's out in the booners, but that area's gotten worse through the years. A lot of crime out there. And this is about the worst mocha frappe I've seen so far. Oh, and it's so strong, it's like a espresso. Oh, man. Ooh, that's strong. I get to sip tonight. So I know some people that have been boondocking since January from another state. And they're real nice people, but they have a little truck, a little tiny camper shell. And you know, it's really hot in Florida right now. And he does real great with his TikTok. He makes money on that, and people send him money and stuff. But they're still homeless. And they're a young couple, and it's so sad. But you know, he had told me one day, well, I'm like, how do you afford to feed all those animals? And he's like, well, I eat, you know, a $1 burrito 3 times a day. And I'm like, oh, God. So now they have 12 animals because the cats had kittens and whatever. And they have dogs, and it's just it's 2 adults and 12 animals and a little tiny camper shell. And I'm talking about, you know, the cover camper shell, like, you know, a carpenter would use to throw his tools in there, kind of thing. And then he's mounted a little house air conditioner and got a generator thing on the back, whatever you call it. And, but it keeps going out all the time. I see him working on it when I see him. But, and then they leave to go do DoorDash, but for most all the day. But the thing is that, I mean, it's just too hot. If that compressor goes out, those animals are all going to die. And if it does it in the middle of the night with them in there, they'll all die. Because it doesn't take but about 15 minutes down in the heat. The car is always, like, about double the heat factor as it is outside with the windows closed. So you're generally talking around 200 degrees. 2 to 210 on the average inside the car. Not good. And the fact it burns your brains out, burns animals' brains out. So if they survive, just keep frying their brains. But one day to kill you. So I have tried to think that they're going to use a shelter for those animals, but he's like, I refuse. And it's like, why? I mean, God, they got one in Fort Walton that's a no-kill shelter. That means I never kill them, and they have a home for life, whether they're adopted or not. And they get all their medical free and all that stuff. And this place also has a thrift store, and people donate to the thrift store for stuff to sell in the thrift store, and the prices are super good, and it's all volunteers. Nobody's paid to work there. and they're really nice people, and it just, you know, I don't know what these people are doing. They're going like 10 miles an hour. Jesus. And so, it's one of those things that just painfully bothers me, you know. I just hope that they do the right thing soon. It's just too hot. And if you can't put food in your mouth because you're feeding a whole bunch of animals, that's not very smart. You know, there's a time, you know, to do things like that. Other than the fact that you can't rent any place with all those animals. It's not going to happen. In this area, it's $600 to $900 deposit for one animal. That's not counting your rent, your deposits, your first, your last, whatever. And you'll usually lose that money that you put up for your deposit because they have to rip the carpets out and throw them in the trash. You freaking tourists. I got one that's ditching behind me. The other one didn't turn the turn signal on. Everybody gonna stop. And it's a weekday. But, I just, when the animals are encased in that little tiny camper shell all the time, the dogs, he takes them out sometimes to go poop, but he doesn't pick up the poop, but you know, all those other cats, they don't get out. They don't get to see the grass or fresh air or smell the outdoors or walk around in that little tiny space. And what's worse is there's two adult human beings in there on top of that, and then all the stuff in there, and it's just not much room. It's just, I've seen a video of his, and it's just a video of lots of stuff and animals in every corner and people legs, and it just looks so sad. Somebody said, well, at least they have a roof over their head. That's not a roof. I got news. 12 animals, 2 adults, and a little tiny, you know, shell over a truck. It's not a camper, it's just one of those little shells. God, to me, that would be like being in a coffin. And he covers all the windows up so you can't see outside. That would scare me even more. I got to be able to see all the way around me. And if I die in my car, I want you to see that I've died in my car. I don't want to sit there and bake for a month because you can't see my car. But I don't know. It's sort of like you give them bucks to send them to school and got rid of the animals, then they could afford to eat. And then whatever money they've got so far, they could afford to try to rent a place some way, somehow. I mean, otherwise, if they really dig boondocking, being that it's been since January, and this is what, June, 6 months, boondocking. Yeah. But, and buy, you know, a van or a small RV or something. There's just no way to live, man. I think the worst thing to think about there is the cat box scene. You know, that piss is like pneumonia. And that'll blow your lungs out. In that little tiny space, I just can't imagine. I just hope that they come to some conclusion soon for those animals. Because that's just horrible from all the way around. Makes me sad. I gotta go get some more batteries for my fans tonight. They don't go out. Ugh. That thing is like super strong, like Cuban coffee. Ugh. Ugh. So my tire should be in tomorrow. I'm not sure exactly what time though. But maybe it'll be there in the morning. Tuesday. 78 degrees right now. It's going to stay pretty much that this evening over in the Destin side, so it'll be a little cooler. It's starting to sprinkle right now, so it may rain on and off through the evening maybe. But it makes it nice and cool. Keeps the mosquitoes down. Ooh, that's the next thing. So I washed some more stuff from the storage auction, so I've almost got that knocked out. Let's see what else. I was hoping to get the Mustang jacket washed today because that's a competition Mustang jacket. My youngest girl would just go crazy over that. So I thought I'd wash it up and keep that for her. There's a little bit of traffic here tonight. 319 for gas here across from Harbor Walk Village. I passed a place today and it was 329 or something in Destin. I was like, what? So getting pretty close to getting all that storage stuff done. I donated a lot so far. I'm going to donate again tomorrow. Try and get it finished up and get it gone. So I got to get back to my work. Jesus. God, dog. Dumb fucker. Ugh. Stupid people. Stupid people. Stupid people. What an idiot. Lucky to squeak through that, because I had people on the left side of me too. That wasn't a turn lane. Right in the bicycle lane. Tourists. Ugh. Driving down here in Justin because it gets on my nerves. I don't care what time of the day or night it is. It's like not worth the stress. Oh my gosh. It's a lovely day in the neighborhood and I'm so busy trying to solve everybody else's problems when I have my own. Just one of those with a big heart. Trying to make you find an easy solution. This guy can't decide whether they're going to turn right or not. Turn the signal for a while, then turn it off, then run it for a while, turn it off. Tell they have no clue which way they're going to go. Which one of those plastic fences? You know, they get messed up in the heat. I've seen that stuff in extreme heat and they just kind of melt and twist. And they don't look so good after a little while. Cute idea, but it doesn't work for extreme temperatures, that's for sure. Change my oil yet. I'll do it soon. Oh no, what have they done now? It's probably Harbor Walk. You know how that goes. Always got the police, the fire department, and ambulances going to Harbor Walk. Better than tourist driving. Oh, wow. Ray-Ban sunglasses. Well, I found several pairs of those in storages. They're all scratched up and chunked up. There's gas, $3.18. It's like $2.79 for the wall. What I need to get is right in front of the store, so hopefully I can get in and out real fast. I don't have to go through all that drama. gosh, if you're gonna be in the fast lane, come out. Yeah, tourists. I saw the license plate. Dragon blood. See, it's 40 miles an hour in here. Only in here, though. The rest is 30, 35. There's one here from Kentucky. Driving in 2 lanes. Boy, oh boy. Free toy. Let's go. Don't be in the fast lane if you're not going to drive in it. I saw this guy, he had this stuff written on the back of his car with a big marker, and it said, slow lane's over there, fast lane is here. Which is so true. I mean, it's so lame that they'll do stupid crap. And they'd be driving 10 miles an hour just looking all over the place in the fast lane. And people are trying to go. Here's a guy with his brights on. Because he thought I went to the library today so I could read a book. Oh, now he's going to turn them down. Well, thanks for your kindness. That's a long trailer. That looks like a horse trailer. Okay, so this is going to be a pain in the butt. They were like, why didn't you order your tire from Destin to BM? And I'm like, well, I just hate going to Destin because of traffic and nasty tourists. Gets on my nerves. I'm like, well, you should know better than that because Fort Walton had that all screwed up. I'm like, well, I suppose so because it's been like a week and I really need this tire. Like, I really, really, really need it. Oh, I can't drive across front of this store. I've never been able to handle it. There will be miles of stupidity there. Let's see. I might be able to slide in through here. Hopefully they won't come and move this trash can and scratch my car up. Let me try and see if I can get in this way. Real quick, like that. And I'll see you guys in a minute.